see.
Good job, buddy. Can you grab my coffee cup right there, please? Sorry.
Dear?
Honey?
Yes.
Hey, sweetie, can you bring my coffee cup to me? Thank you.
You grab my coffee cup right there, Roy? Please. I'm sorry. I love you.
Wow.
I love you. You know I love you.
Wow, Roy. You're in a suit, man. You don't do that unless you're in short shorts.
It's like Warren Farnsworth right there. Get that umbrella ready and shit.
Hey, there's 2 black mouses in there, fucker.
Ah, damn it. You chose wisely.
Yeah, I did. Well, yeah, when I moved the first one, didn't move. I figured it out. That's how techie I am. Oh, these are cute.
It's so weak.
Wow, those are dainty.
Little honey bullshit.
Only 5 minutes late. That's not bad. We've been worse.
So, 4 minutes. We're right.
We've been behind the zigzag before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Gotta hear Eric's voice.
This is ChaoticRadio.com.
The following program is brought to you in living color.
Y'all ready for this?
Here we come.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hell yeah.
Little bit of heaven, 94.7.
Wake me up. Good morning. Did it. You doing that thing you do, breaking my heart into a million pieces.
Look at that
Like
surprise.
you always do.
Do it. Take it to.
Good Monday morning, everyone. It is Roy and Jimmy in the morning here on ChaoticRadio.com. My name is Roy Brewster. This is...
I am Jimmy Shaw. It is Roy and Jimmy in the morning. ChaoticRadio.com. Your Monday morning. Also joined by the lovely and talented.
Donna Main. Hey, good morning, everybody.
And another feature set. Our buddy, our pal, the best co-host I'll never recognize outside the studio, Mr. Sean Williams.
Good morning.
For the second time, but he responded this time, right?
Oh, my God. Do I zone out or what? My bad. I got no time for anybody. That's why I do this shit. You parked right next to me again, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Hey, at least I acknowledged you in the Kango. I just blew you off. He just didn't even answer.
Exactly. He had on Bermuda shorts.
Oh, that's
That Tommy Bahama effect right there.
He's got Bermuda shorts on. So I didn't expect him to actually talk to me with Bermuda shorts.
I just zoned out. I was already upset it was taking so long.
You were in Margaritaville. Is that what it was?
No, I saw him at the gas station this
AM
morning,
right
okay.
there, yeah.
and I said hello to him, and he didn't even look at me.
Oh,
He didn't even acknowledge me.
And Jimmy didn't believe it. And then
he
Sean
described
described
the scene.
everything that was happening.
oh my gosh, really? Wow.
And the sad part, Donna, is this is not the first time
oh,
No.
at
boy.
the same location.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a Tuesday night. He was the guest. Monday night, whatever it be, he was the guest.
Uh-huh.
Coming into work, I stop at AM/PM, get my coffee. He pulled in right next to me, and I pulled the fuck
You
out.
had blinders on.
Yeah, I had nothing for him.
Okay.
We drive the
Nothing.
same color
Wow.
car, tinted windows,
Yeah.
everything. You think
Oh my
he able to recognize another gray car that pulls up sits next to him, but he's like, no.
No.
I recognize it, but I'm not going to say anything to this guy.
I did, and he goes,
Wow.
"You don't say hi." I'm like, I felt so
Wow.
bad, and then he hit me again. I'm like, all right, well, that's my MO. I don't pay attention to nothing.
Your alter ego.
It-
Okay.
it's all about me when I'm outside the studio.
So
Yeah.
we're learning about Jimmy is if he's showing his getaway sticks, he don't talk to nobody.
Exactly.
I'm ready to move. I'm ready to get out of here.
Exactly. This guy, because what noticed me was the Bermuda shorts and the green Adidas.
Yeah, that's some fly shit
You
right
got
there.
some fly shit.
Yeah,
I
yes.
said, wow. that's a well put together man. And
Yeah.
I looked over and it was Jimmy. I said, hey,
and you
brother,
were even more surprised.
What's up, Jimmy?
He's telling everyone in line.
What's up, baby?
He's telling everyone in line. I know this guy, and then I just blew him off.
And the guy between me and me had this construction guy. Had that I don't know, what are they, like a fluorescent type shirt on. And he looked at me, and I was like, I'm talking to this dude. And that dude was Jimmy. He didn't even look at me. He didn't even turn around. He's like, okay. I'm like, okay.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I suck. My bad. My bad. Well, we're on just a couple minutes late, but no big deal. It's actually, we're on time.
No, we just adjusted the schedule to Donna.
But I was here earlier this morning.
That's what happened.
What the hell? The universe.
What the hell?
That's what happened. No one knew what to do.
Oh my God! Everything was off
took
kilter.
you out right there.
See, now, in all fairness,
I think it's a full moon or something.
yeah. In
That's
all
what it
fairness, you are here by the time the show starts every time.
Yes.
Now, we give you a
is.
bad time, but
Yeah.
7 o'clock you're here, sat down.
Yep.
We just like to be here like an hour early, Jimmy. Well, no, maybe half hour early, but that's
At least a half hour, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Robin said in the chat room that Jimmy thought you were going to ask him for some spare change. So
Probably. These people.
Don't look him in the eye.
Don't look me in the eye.
Look down. Just look down.
They can
look
smell
down.
fear.
Shit. God, I'm an awful friend. Just shit friend.
that's terrible. Wow.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Well, we got a quick morning zoo. Actually, a little surprise here. Roy showing up today. Very good.
Yeah, I got some training in Orange County today. I got to be off. Anyone wants to see me, I'll be off Dyer Road in the 55 in about 7 hours. It'll take me to get there. But I thought I had at least like 20 minutes, half hour to hang out before I left. Because I figure if I leave here by 7:30, 8:30, 9, that's two and a half hours. That should be good.
And then Roy gets here, and we're not on the air. It's like,
Yeah.
Sean drove all the way up here. Donna's coming around the corner. I said, well, I'll call it off. I got no problem with it, but damn.
Yeah, Jimmy's like closest one to you go home back to bed.
Right.
No problem. I won't say hi to nobody on the way home either. Nice and easy. Don't give a shit. I don't want to hear
Stop
you.
by the AM.
You like that when you pull up somebody and you're like yelling at them through them in the window or something, like as you're driving, and they just like not even pay. It's like, how do you not pay attention to what's around you?
Have you ever done that, and then you try to slide over a little bit to get them to turn around, and these people are just straight looking forward,
Right?
And they don't go, and you try to move over so that they think somebody's coming at them. I know when somebody's staring at me.
Yeah, you feel it.
Yeah, you feel it. You do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, what I did was back in the day when someone would say Jim or Jimmy, I'd be the guy always looking because I figured they're talking to me. And I've been in that embarrassing position where it wasn't me.
Yeah.
A lot.
Oh, yeah.
You're
Yeah.
like, me? No, not you. Guy behind you. I'm like, okay, that was enough of that. So I just shut it down. So, yeah.
Well, I like it when somebody's waving at you, like right at you, and you're okay, hi, and then you realize they're waving
right
at the
behind
person
you.
right behind
Yeah.
you, and you always
So
feel like
maybe
an idiot.
subliminally, that's where I went with all this.
I was on the road and a buddy of mine called, and I wasn't really in the mood to speak with him, but he called on the phone, and I looked at it, and I kind of went, and it's back, before you had all the things. You could talk on the phone, and I look at it, I'm like, I kind of did the face, looked at it again, and then I picked it up. I'm like, hey. And he goes, good thing you picked it up. Look to your right. And I looked to my right. And he was driving beside me. I'm like,
Oh, he saw the face.
And he saw but would have been best if I'd have been driving and went, fuck this guy. Like that.
That's awesome.
Caught me.
Yeah. Remember when
Just
you remember
having
when
gas.
call waiting first came out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you could put one call on, you got a call waiting, and say, hey, hold on.
Yeah.
And you click over to the other call. I used to I was on the phone with my mom, and call came in, and it was a bill collector, and I notoriously like to cuss out bill collectors, right? So I clicked over, and I started telling this dude to do things to my body, right? And then my mom goes, hello, are you talking to me? And I was like, oh, shit.
Wow. Something close to that happened during the first marriage. They kept calling. Georgia kept calling on the phone, like dialing, I don't know what you used to call 112222 or whatever, and it would make the phone ring. Mm-hmm. And the phone would ring, I'd ring, and I'd get up at the couch, answer the phone. And they're laughing in the other room. I'm like, I did it like 4 or 5 times. I was pissed, right? So the phone rings. I go over there, pick it up. I'm like, that's it. I fucking had it. Knock this shit off. And she sneaks around the corner and she's down the hallway and she's looking at me. She's like, not me. Oh, no.
Sorry. A new one.
Mr. Brewster. Mr. Brewster.
Just my ass.
Calling you about that job, but
job. Once in a lifetime deal. Your phone etiquette ain't worth shit. Never mind. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and take our first break. We're all reset here. We got Roy in studio. It is Roy and Jimmy in the morning. CaoticRadio.com. Donna Main, Sean Williams. Give us a call, 909-360-8330. Coming back at you.
Ooh, get it. Looking back on when I was a little nappy-headed boy. And my only worry was for Christmas what would be my toy. Even though we sometimes would not get a thing, we were happy with the joy the day would bring. Sneaking out the back door to hang out with those hoodlum friends of mine. Ooh. Really at the back door, but though I thought I told you not to go outside. Trying your best to bring the water to your eyes, thinking it might stop her from whipping your behind. I miss those days, good. Come back once more. Why did those days? Yeah, where you go? I miss those days, good. Come back once more. Why did those days? Yeah, where you go? 'Cause I love them so. Brother said he's telling, aren't you playing doctor with that girl? Just don't tell him I give you anything you want in this whole wide world. Mama gives you money for Sunday school. You trade yours for candy after church is through. Smoking cigarettes, writing something nasty on the wall. You nasty boy. Teacher sends you to the principal's office down the hall. You go up and learn that kind of thing ain't right. But while you are doing it, it's sure down on the side. I wish those days good. Come back once more. Why did those days? Yeah. Where you go? I wish those days good. Come back once more. Why did those days? Yeah. Where you go?
Hey, this is Roy.
And this is Jimmy.
What the hell did you do?
The air thing. Ready? I thought of.
Hey, this is Jimmy.
And this is Roy.
Wait a minute. Hey, this is Roy.
I made him.
Hey, this is Roy.
And this is Jimmy.
I forgot that was it. Tune in every Tuesday night,
8 to 10 live.
For the Roy and Jimmy Show.
Oh, I could have done that. For the Roy and Jimmy thing, not show.
For the Roy and Jimmy thing.
For the Roy and Jimmy thing.
We have live guests, call-ins.
Oh, Great 8 quiz. Listen to us every Tuesday night.
Only on chaoticradio.com.
Or use the app. The app's cool too. Thank you.
Come on, go with me, babe. Come on, go with me, girl. Baby, let's go to the cabin down below. I got a radio, put it on soft and low. Baby, let's go to the cabin down below. Well, I've had my eye on you for a long, long time. I'm watching everything you do. Baby, you're gonna be mine. Well, come on, go with me, babe. Come on, go with me, girl. Baby, let's go to the cabin down below. Slow since we both got here. Come on, slide a little closer. Let me whisper in your ear. Well, I got a radio, turn it on soft and low. Baby, let's go to the cabin down below. Yeah, baby, let's go to the cabin down below. Oh, baby, let's love in the cabin down below.
Chaoticradio.com is a 24/7 internet radio station.
Oh, very clever.
Find us at www.chaoticradio.com and click listen now or download from the iPhone and Android App Store. Search for Chaotic Radio and enjoy.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. You know life is all about expression. You only live once and you're not coming back. So express yourself, yeah. Express yourself. You gotta be you and only you, babe. Express yourself and let me be me. Express yourself. Don't tell me what I cannot do, baby. Come on and work your body. Now, you wanna be like Bob got it going on with no job. And everything Rob got, he got from Robin. And everything she got from my girl who wanna be like Jackie. Got rope chains and I think that's whack. Tom and Dick wanna be like Harry. Little do they know he's biting off Barry. There was a scam, but then he's legit. Mercedes coupe, home true with no kid. A businessman with a people for a reason. Not like Tim because it's in this season. Express yourself. Gotta be you and only you, babe. Express yourself. Let me be me. Express yourself. Don't tell me what I cannot do, baby. Come on and work your body. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Ew, Pep, you up next. Yes, I'm Pep and there ain't nobody like my body. Yes, I'm this Mardi Gras until the party ends. Friends, yes, I'm blessed and I know who I am. I express myself on every jam. I'm not a man, but I'm in command. Hot damn, I got an all-girl band and I wear the gig. Yeah, I wanna wear too. I don't care, dear. Go ahead and stare. Afraid to be you, living in fear. Expression is rare. I dare you.
Express yourself. You gotta be you and only you, babe. Express yourself. Let me be me. Oh yeah. Express yourself. Don't tell me what I cannot do, baby. Come on and work your body.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Rock this.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Rock this.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Rock this.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yo, excuse us while we rap.
Go ahead, girls. Express yourself.
My party, your party, anytime. Dropping, cold, hip hop is always rocking. Don't you like it when the music drop, jump, spread out and stop? Now bring in the go. Look at how my rock from the left to the right. You wanna step to me? I know you wanna do me. Come on now, fellas, don't fight. At my door, they hear the percussion sound of my go-go. I wanna go learn my lesson. It's all about expression with a real salt and pepper. Please stand and
Express yourself. You got to be you, baby. Express yourself and let me be me. Express yourself. Don't tell me what to do, baby. Express yourself. Come on and work that body. Express yourself. You got to be you, baby. Express yourself. Don't tell me what to do, baby. Express yourself. You got to be you, baby. Express yourself. Don't tell me what to do, baby. Express yourself.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
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 Express yourself.
Look at that.
Shut it off.
Just off. Song's over. No fucking around right there.
No fade out or nothing.
No fade out. Be real. And a guy used to work for me, a musician. He was always pissed when a song faded out. He said, "Stop the song. You're done." Just violently opinionated
Violent
on
ending.
that. So when I come across a couple gems, I'm gonna think of this guy till I die.
Yeah,
because I
yeah.
love music. So when it stops like that, I go, "Mwah, Jeff, respect. I got you."
If I would have been dancing, that just would have been a fucked up movie.
Right? No. Well, we all would have been mannequin challenged right there. Well, yeah. Can you read that from here, Roy?
I don't know. Let's see.
Let's see. We're gonna do a.
Nah, I don't have my glasses on.
No
so,
glasses.
why don't you quick tell me what I'm looking forward to? Because I'm out of here in like a minute.
You want to do the weather? Is that what we're saying?
I'm thinking look forward to traffic. You do weather when I leave.
You don't care about the weather?
Why am I confused on this shit?
Well, I just tell because I'm walking out. You can tell me traffic, and then in the truck, I'm going to hear weather.
All right, let's do this.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Here
Start that bitch up. Atta boy.
There we go. Throttle and up.
Convert. Beautiful, beautiful transition, Jimmy.
Smooth.
I ain't reading it. You tell me. It's too far away.
All right, in the IE here, traffic we have, let's see here, 50
Wow, it's looking
south
good.
is actually really good. We're averaging out about 54 to 66 degrees. It is all green.
66 degrees on the freeway.
Damn it, again? Did I get it? 66 miles per hour. The IE is all good up until we get to Kellogg Hill, Rio Rancho Road, 60 miles an hour. That is nothing to bitch about. Looks like we have 71 south up to the 91. We're slowing down to 9 at Euclid Avenue. And finally, let's give you one that kind of sucks. The usual Citrus Avenue, 210 west. Speeds are dropping down to 21 and 32 miles an hour.
One more. Give me a 50. Shout out to 57 down there around 55 or something. Tell me what's going on down there. That's where I'm going to head.
Let's see here, 57.
I see a lot of green.
You're looking green until you get about Yorba Linda. You're looking at 22, but it picks back up. At Nutwood and Chapman, about 59 miles an hour.
Always gets better around Nutwood.
Nutwood.
You gotta love your Nutwood right there. There's your quick traffic pop in right there.
All right, man. If it's worse from the road, I'll call you.
You have to.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Call us anyways. Let us know if it's good or bad.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I mean, in order to do that, you got to answer the phone.
Look at this. I am ready for you.
Well, no. And the reason I say it is people don't understand if they're calling in the morning. If they're calling him, Jimmy and I are here, it's my fault if I miss the phone. Jimmy does a backup and looks and goes, hey, the phone's ringing, but I should be looking at the phones. Right now, Jimmy's got one computer with the board and all the sounds. Give me a sound, Jimmy. Give me anything.
This is still going on right here.
There we go. So Jimmy's got a sound. See, there's another one. See,
yeah,
so all the sounds. Then he's looking at traffic on the other screen. And right now, he's got the phones up. So if you call and he don't answer, it's not Jimmy's fault. Just call it. Just relax.
That's a nice testimony right there. And when I was in the booth, though, we had each other backed up. I would hit you up because we've had the same screen.
Right.
So, but who calls? It's like when Chappie was in here Tuesday. He goes, we missed you at the end. He goes, I'm not even used to calls when he had his show.
Well, except when a celebrity, he had that set up.
Yeah, you got to be ready for that.
Chappie. All right, I'm done.
All right, buddy.
I got to go learn. That's a lot of work.
You got some learning to do.
You guys be awesome. Love y'all.
Yeah, see you.
Roy's out. He's on the road. Peace.
Peace.
Everyone say bye to Roy.
Bye, Roy.
Bye, Roy.
We'll see you soon.
Look at that. And Roy
Yeah,
is out.
9 degrees. Boy, that's cold.
Stupid. I'm an idiot. How long have I been doing this? Not long enough, apparently. Are you ready for some
sure.
weather there, Donna Main?
Absolutely.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Rob's calling up. We just lost Rob. He's like, didn't he hit us up last week? He said, I love that voice, Donna. Oh, baby.
Alrighty, guys.
A little sultry weather with
it is sultry.
Donna Main.
That's the word.
The fabulous Donna Main.
Thank you. The divine Miss M. That's okay. Good morning, everybody. Rancho Cucamonga. It is now 75 degrees, partly cloudy. You know, it smelled like rain out there this morning, but it doesn't say that's going to happen. But
I saw yesterday they were saying like 30% between 3 and 5.
This afternoon?
Yeah, that's what I saw yesterday,
Really?
last night. Yeah,
Okay.
so that might be that feel you have in
That
here.
that little bit of a, maybe, I don't know if they're thunderstorms like we had a few weeks ago, but it is now 75 degrees and the high today will be 97. So
Comfy.
I would assume, it's always possible to have those kind of, desert type storms.
Yeah, now we have nothing
Yeah.
for rain, so we're just
Okay.
we're the after effects.
Well, anyway, it actually smelled good out there this morning.
Nice and fresh.
Just saying. It was, it was kind of pleasant. So, Sedona, Arizona, it is currently 75 degrees and sunny. I wouldn't expect any less. And the high today will be the same, set 97 degrees there. Pretty much the same in Sedona. Los Angeles, it is now fair, just fair.
Fair enough.
71 degrees. The high today in downtown LA, 86. So it could get a little hot and sticky in your business attire.
We don't like hot and sticky.
No.
Not all the time.
Let's do Corpus Christi, Texas. Hey, Kimberly. It is now 86 degrees and partly cloudy. The high today will be 93.
Ooh, comfy.
Yeah,
That's a good summer temperature, I would think.
Yeah, not too bad.
Let you
Not
know
too
it's
bad.
still summer, keeps you quiet. It's like, it's hot, summer. I'm okay with this.
Probably a little humid in Corpus Christi.
She said big hair. Remember last week she
Yeah,
said
yeah.
there's some big hair shit right
We get
there.
our 80s hair.
Atta girl. There's your weather update right there. A little something for Kim and Lisa.
Yeah.
All our peoples right there. Excellent.
Yep.
Where's all this stuff here? Hey, Sean.
Yes, that's such
I'm
relaxing
gonna give
music.
Sean. I got stuff for you guys. Look at that. Look
Oh,
at my
right.
notes right here. Besides the
you're
Boogie
so
Nights
good.
note right here.
You're so good.
I don't want to get in trouble for right here.
Hot
Let me
and
give Sean
sticky.
give us a little sports wrap up from yesterday right there. We even have weather for that, or music for that too, buddy.
We have weather for
goodness.
that too.
It's dramatic.
This is the Sports Report at chaoticradio.com for your Monday. Atlanta takes the Dodgers 4-1. Boo, Atlanta.
Yes.
Seattle beat the Angels 8-5. What's up with our local teams, guys?
Angels are like 13 out of first right
Good
now.
God.
Yeah.
Come on, Mike. Get them going. Oh, and we have the Quakes slam Modesto 10-0.
Boom.
That's Class A Dodgers, Donna.
Okay.
The Quakes, the Rancho Cucamonga
So we got the
Quakes.
big boys. We got the big boys
right
playing.
over there.
Right,
This is
right,
minor
yeah.
league.
And the Inland Empire 66ers took down the San Jose Sharks 4-3. That's Class A. Baseball played a hockey team, beat the shit out of them.
All right.
So my traffic is 66 degrees. His minor league baseball's a hockey team.
Yeah.
So we're catching you up. You'll be just fine right there.
Yeah. I feel informed.
Getting
now.
Donna up to speed.
Yeah. I don't speak on you guys are not helping me at all. What is this shit?
So this is July 30th. Oh my goodness.
Can you believe it?
So when is the first Wednesday, right?
Wednesday is the 1st of August already. Holy moly.
Oh, God.
Where did that time
it's
go?
going by too quick.
3 more. Did you guys know that this is the 4th hottest summer on record?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Did not know
Just saw that on
that.
the news the other day that it was the 4th hottest summer on record. Everybody's just got massive heat
Meaning
waves.
all over the country?
Yes.
Yeah.
All over the country.
Wow.
Now, see, it hasn't felt like it's the hottest. It just felt like it's the ugliest. Does that make sense?
Well, because usually, I remember some years we didn't get the great humidity until August. It just seems like we got it a little earlier this
yeah,
year.
it's like September for sure was humidity, and maybe early October when it would heat up for that. But yeah, it's just been ugly. The heat's been fine. It's just been the air shit.
Yeah.
It just feels awful being in it. That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah.
I just think it's been consistently hotter than summers past. Normally we run into a week or two, but it's been 3-4 weeks where it's every day in the hundreds.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Triple digits, yeah.
Well, that means with August and September coming up, we haven't
So,
even hit it yet.
well, we'll see though, because because it started so early this year. It seems like maybe
Indian
it won't
summer
be as
won't be
bad.
that bad.
Yeah, maybe
It's Indian summer, right?
September.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is that September?
I was going to say because
Near the summer, the solstice, is that in September?
no, the summer solstice was
June.
June.
That was
June.
a couple days ago.
Yeah, we had that last month.
Damn it!
And that's why
I am
I say it
misinformed.
started early because usually in June you have the June gloom, but it's not. The temperatures aren't as high.
Right.
But we started out with these heat waves early this year.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Something we touched on last week. But before we get going, I got to give a shout out even to our very quick Facebook Live video, which I think might have been clocked in at a minute. It's our shortest ever. We had Elaine Lindsay, Ryan, Lisa, Sardano Edwards says, "What's up, Sean?"
That's my brother-in-law.
Yep. Our gal Kimberly Black, my mom. Good morning, boys and Donna. And let's see, there's probably a couple more in here. George Wang, buddy. Perry Martin. Cynthia Ray. Cynthia Ray Dubois and Robert Lee Bell. Look at that.
George Wang was on there?
Little George gave us
George
a little
Wang,
shout out
that's
right
my
there.
man right
that's
there.
That's a good guy. I got to get him in here. I haven't seen him in years,
yeah.
and I need to see what that.
He's a beast.
He is.
He
He was in that car wreck with his dad, and still was. His dad is about as strong as he is. He said, brush his shoulders off.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Let's go. No, big shout out, George.
Yeah, George is cool.
Give me a ring, man, or hit me up. We got to get you on the show, my friend. And speaking of, we got a big thanks to our last Tuesday night show. Rosie Tran came in, brought her husband, Andrew. Fun time. We talked about her upcoming shows, her DVD taping, her obsession with Bitcoin, and her and Andrew breaking that down, explaining it to us. So it was quite informative. And she finally got to take the grade 8 quiz.
Very cool.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun with Rosie. She's really kind of hitting the grind again. She's playing at least 2-3 shows a week.
Yeah.
So follow her on Facebook, look at her schedule, and go check her out when she's near you.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, she is a hoot. We've known her for years. And then Roy's never followed her on Twitter.
Really?
Yeah, so Roy followed her last week, and she hit him right away. Bam! About time, dude. How long we known each other? Just
That's
ripped him on there.
hilarious.
It was great. So, and that replay was yesterday. So we'll definitely put it up again. That was a fun time.
Yeah.
We touched last week and never got to it because we're just fun people off the cuff. But you did Vegas for the first time the weekend before.
Yeah.
We went up there. It was the LA Comedy Club at the Stratosphere.
Yes.
We were all just biting nails, going, "Is he going on? Is he going?" He actually went on that first night. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, tell us how that was.
It was.
We're gonna live through you.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. It was. I got up there and I didn't know if I was going to get on or not. And once I got the word that I was going, and I got to the club, and I'm all hyped up, and I walk in and I said, "Hey, my name is Sean Williams. I got a guest spot tonight." And the manager said, "Who?"
Oh, God.
I said, oh, man. I said, here we go.
Oh, boy.
Here we go. So I'm keeping a smiling face, and I'm trying to be, well, I'm playing it cool. I'm like, hey, well, if you can't do it, that's fine. But I was told I had a guest spot. So he wanted me to, who told you that? And I dropped the name. He goes, hold on. He went around the corner, got on the phone.
Oh, God.
And I'm thinking, son of a bitch, man. I ain't going to get on here tonight. I'm like, I'm doing comedy. I was going to do it in the hallway there.
Somewhere.
Yeah. I was doing it there. I was doing Vegas that night. I don't care where. I was going to do it in the hallway in front of the club. I had to, right? So, no, but he came back. He's like, yeah, I got you. He goes, it's only, our guest spot's here only 7 minutes. I was like, that's cool.
I'll take it.
And then, I told my wife, I was like, because she wanted to come. And I was like, she was downstairs playing games, playing the slots, winning money, I should say.
Oh, good.
Yeah, she was killing it. Woo. And then I told her, I texted her, I said, there's nobody here right now. You may want to wait until later to come so you don't have to sit in the front. And, but that place filled up. It filled up quick because it was like 15 minutes before showtime. There was nobody there. And then next thing I know, it was literally almost sold out. And I was like, wow.
They were holding the line.
That's Vegas. Yeah, don't
they were
they?
holding the line and then said, okay, everybody wants, sit down. Here we go. About how many people, the audience?
The place holds it's a smaller club, so it holds like 180,
that's
I think.
That's a good number.
Yeah, and it was probably about 150 people in there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
A Tuesday night, that was like cool.
That sounds
and
great.
Vegas wasn't packed that week. That week it started getting packed because we were there until Friday, but it started getting packed on Thursday. You could tell it was a big difference on how many people were in town.
And with all the newer clubs out there, comedy clubs, they're still selling out during the week.
Yeah.
And you're like, is that too many? It's not too many, but no, it's like a resurgence of comedy in Vegas.
That's awesome.
Because Brad Garrett, I believe, had his.
Yeah.
Laugh Factory got theirs going on there. This LA Comedy Club, Comedy Cellar from New York, they decided to open one up out there in one of the casinos.
Yeah.
And that's back into the 70s and 80s when Comedy Store had the Tropicana. And a comedian always open for Engelbert Humperdinck and Elvis and all this. So no, it's good to see. Good to see.
Yeah.
Good to know too. So Donna, you got to get on it.
We got to get out there.
We got to
get it was super.
So many comedy clubs there.
It was super cool, and the crowd was. I was like, man, I don't know, because whenever you go out of town and you do something in another state or away from your comfort zone, you have that feeling that you don't know how your stuff is going to go with people from all over.
Right.
And Vegas is a mecca that has people from literally, and there's a couple even foreigners that were from I forgot what country they were from, but they were sitting in the front row. And I was like, man, these guys are, I don't know. And I heard them talking earlier because I like to get to a show early and kind of soap up the vibe of the crowd.
Sure.
And they were talking, I'm like, man, these guys definitely ain't going to get my stuff right.
Yeah.
But they were laughing and stuff. So I think I don't think they understood, but they laughed because everybody else was laughing. So they're like, maybe we should laugh. We should laugh too. But no, man,
we're sitting in the front.
It was a dream come true. But I got to get better at afterwards because I didn't know how to approach the guy to ask him if I could get booked there potentially. You know what I mean? And it's like I'm not good. I'm good on stage with that after part of talking to people afterwards and trying to schmooze. I'm not that good at it.
Yeah, I'm not self-networking or self-promoting in person. I can't do it. It's for some reason I get just shy back on. I don't want to bother you.
Yeah.
It's like, if they like me, they know where I'm at.
How do you handle
the wrong
that,
way
Donna?
to go?
I talk to people, but I don't believe in, I'm not super pushy either. No, I just.
Or you don't want to come off as
you don't
being
want
pushy.
No, I'd always let somebody know that, hey, I'd love to come back, or love to do this again, and here's my contact info.
Yeah.
But I don't think anybody needs to push too hard because then.
I know one guy.
You just irritate people.
I'm not going to drop names, but I see one guy, and this one guy does it all the time. He'll have like a horrible set, and then still go pass a card out to everybody in the club. Everybody there will pass a card out, and I'm like, man, see that? I need to be more like that, though.
But I think it's like when people tell you did good, and people come up and tell you how much they enjoyed it, then I think, oh, here's my card. Blah blah blah, and. Yeah, people, and especially like if people from the club say, "Hey, great job," then you're like, "Okay, well, yeah, I'd love to come back." You know? Yeah.
I had that. I had that feature weekend with Thomas Dale, and I stuck around at the end. And one of the shows, they loved me more than him as far as after the crowd. They were all over me, and I brought Thomas in. Yeah, we had a great time, and I just bring him in because I want to be that dickhead, in the middle.
Sure.
But then I just stood there and looked around like, flappers. I had a great time.
Yeah.
Waiting for the follow up.
Yeah.
And they didn't give me anything back except see at the open mic, and it's like, I thought I wanted it to be a stepping stone, just because it was my first feature weekend, and I didn't know where to go from there. Do I remind you that I just featured the whole weekend at Claremont for you? Do I remind that next person at the other club? Listen, I just featured over here. You know what I mean? There's no book on how to go that way. You know what I mean? And honestly, we've all gotten gigs from the people we know together.
Yeah.
It's not like a booker said, that's Sean Williams, that's Jimmy. Where's Donna Main? I've been hearing about. No one does that. It's always a friend of a friend, which we love our friends for that. That's for sure. So.
But it's just, I think I always just try to thank people for giving me an opportunity, and then let them know that I'd like to come back again.
Absolutely.
If I would like to come back again, I'd definitely let them know.
We don't, and we see somebody like Sean was saying, absolutely horrible, terrible stage presence without their hustling and giving their stuff out. And we're like, I'm going to come off as that guy. And I don't want to come off as that guy. You know what I mean?
But I think we need to be more like that, because some dudes just doesn't matter what they, they just promote themselves.
Well, you do have to self-promote.
You do.
Yeah, you do.
You do. It's the nature of the beast.
You gotta,
If you don't, then you don't.
You have to be
enthusiastic. Then you're on the radio.
But you don't have to I don't know. I'm not one of those guys that I have a good set. To me, when I say it was okay, that means it was. That means I had a really good set. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm not one of those guys that go, well, I just destroyed.
I crushed.
I murdered.
Yeah, that's our code.
Because half the time on Facebook, you ever been where you were at the show, and then you read on Facebook and some dude says, I murdered. And you're like, nah, dude, I was there.
You didn't.
No, you didn't. You didn't at all.
And we all know when we crushed ourselves. We all know we had that one set.
When you've had a great set, but I
the only one I will say,
I cannot be that person.
Yeah. The only one who will say that to me would be me. I would only say that to myself.
Yeah.
I'll be off stage. I'll be outside. Oh my God, damn.
In my car, I'll be on the way home going, fuck I murdered that crowd.
You're the man.
And if somebody asks you, did you have a good set? Yeah, it was great. It was so much fun. But I'm not going to go on there and put, I killed it tonight.
I say it was good. It was okay.
We have I have code words for Sean and Roy, because they'll ask, how was the show? And if I say it went okay, they'll know I thought I crushed. We just keep it very mellow like that. He'll do the same. Yeah. I did all right. Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you truly crush, other people will tell you. That you crushed.
Yeah.
The audience will come up to you after the show and say, "Oh my God,
right, yeah."
You know what I mean? They're not gonna. And comedy is real in a sense that if you didn't do well, none of the audience members are gonna say anything to you.
Right.
They're not gonna come up and tell you suck, but they ain't gonna come over and lie to you and tell you did good.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, they're not gonna go out of their way to come over and give you a compliment.
If you're really into the craft and you're set, and you don't really realize you're crushing until maybe the end, or if someone told you did. If you're having a great time, you're just out of the moment anyways. You're just doing what you do. Yeah. I did a show and Roy said, dude, you killed him. You crushed. And I'm like, I had a great time.
Yeah.
That part I know. And so I didn't soak it in. I wasn't on stage going, man, I'm fucking these people up. This is great. I'm going to hit them again. Here we go.
You're enjoying it. You're getting feedback from the audience. And like we said, sometimes the audiences are not as vocal as others, and it's kind of lukewarm, but then they'll tell you afterwards how much they enjoyed it. But yeah, you
know
like
how you did not well is after the show when the comics line up at the door and they're thanking everybody else. You were so great. And then you're the next one online. And they go, oh, I enjoyed your set too. Just because
they pass by you.
The obligation. Obligation.
I hate that part when you do a show at like one of the clubs, or and most of the time at the clubs you always line up to greet the guests as they go out.
Yeah, it's polite.
And
it's polite. You should do it.
I hate that. I
Totally
hate it
hate
because
it.
you're sitting there because it's just so much rejection.
Yeah.
Because you'll have like, you do an improv show and there's 400 people there, and then like, they're all coming out at once, and there's nothing worse than when 15, 20 people get around one of the comics and take a photo and then just pass by you afterwards. You're like, what am I?
Yeah. So
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, I hate that part.
If I'm not the headliner, then I either don't go into that lineup or I'll just fade back a little bit.
Well, yeah.
And if people like me, they saw me. Oh, you were funny. If 2 or 3 did that, then I'm like, okay, great. But I'm not going to stand there, begging with my tongue out, going, "Can I have a
Right.
treat? Can
Yeah.
I have a treat?
Yeah.
I don't
Can
want
I have it? I don't like doing that
It's
because
usually the headliner
You got the
that's
headliner.
selling merch
and
all that stuff.
Me,
yeah.
I just respect the headliner. Just
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
it's all for you. They came for you.
Yeah,
They
that's
didn't
fine.
see me.
Yeah.
They didn't even know I was
don't,
featuring.
I don't take it personally if
so
they're
like 2, 3 people go, I thought you were funny, hilarious. Cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't like
Yeah.
standing in line, just standing there.
Right.
Any pet me. No, I can't do that. I can't.
Yeah,
it's
man.
not my style.
It's
Not my style.
I'm not at the end. It's like I did a show this past weekend on Saturday night in Victorville, a place called the Rustic Tavern.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Ralph Figueroa for
Yeah.
having me on. Good guy.
You got a good lineup there.
Yeah, and so one of the people came up to me after. Well, they didn't come. I was sitting there, and the other dude, one of the guests, was outside smoking a cigarette. He was telling somebody, and I act like I just wasn't listening, but I was listening. And he's like, he's like, man, I didn't. He pointed at me. He goes, I didn't expect that at all. He goes, I thought when he went up there, I said he's gonna be boring. And then it's like he's gonna be boring.
Really?
Yeah, and then I had a
Damn.
and so I had a decent set, and this dude was like, and he was just telling, he goes, I didn't see that coming from a mile away.
Yeah.
So it's nice. Yeah. But you have that? You ever have that where people find out you do comedy and they can't see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
They're
yeah.
like people find out you do you. Like,
yeah.
It always makes me laugh when the
Because you're like, what do you think? You're on all the time when you're like,
Well, yeah,
you know,
nobody likes those comics that are on all
when
the
you're
time.
doing your taxes or when
Yeah,
you're going
like,
to the,
hey.
going to the
And then
DMV,
people-
you're supposed to be funny.
And then the people they pump up saying he's so funny at work, I can't believe it.
Yeah,
They woke up
yeah.
and do 5 minutes and an open mic.
That's
It's just suck
such
at it.
it's such a misconception. And then because most really good actors and comics are, kind of when they're being themselves, they're kind of withdrawn and focused on other things.
People don't
but,
believe
yeah.
I'm shy. I'm a shy guy.
Well,
I don't
there's
let-
a shy side.
It took
to us,
over
yeah.
a year when I was at work. I work at Amazon. What do you do? I don't do anything.
Yeah.
You don't know
Yeah.
me. It's not my opener. And
Right,
then when I get to
right.
know a few people after about a year or so, I say, I had a show last night. They're like, oh, what do you do? And I
Yeah,
said, well, I do
yeah.
stand up once in a while. And then,
Yeah.
But then that spreads like wildfire to everybody else.
Right.
But once I'm comfortable with you, then I'm going to joke with you. I'll tell you a story. We'll have a great time
you gotta
working.
get
But
to know me. Yeah. 'Cause that's,
if we just met, I'm going to be the quietest dude you know for like
Yeah,
a month.
yeah.
I don't know you. I'll say, hey, how's it going? How was
Yeah,
your day? Good.
yeah.
How's the dog? And then you get that, tell me something funny.
Right.
And it's like, I got
Yeah.
nothing for you.
Yeah.
Don't come to my
tell
show.
me a joke.
I hate that.
But
Me
the
either.
best part
Hey,
about that
you're
is-
a comic. Tell me, make me laugh.
Yeah.
Best part about that, I was working with these people for like a year and a half, and then I had a show up in Victorville, one of Travis's shows, and they mostly live up there. And so
Yeah.
they saw my flyer, and I wasn't
Yeah.
following anyone on Facebook or Instagram, whatever you needed. Not at work. I'm like, I got to give. It's just like you're not going to know I'm a comedian until I'm going to give you this period probation. If you guys are
Right.
assholes, I'm not going to tell you anything.
Right. Well, that's it. Yeah.
So
yeah.
it was about a year and a half. Most of these people live up in the high desert. So I friended a couple of them. Then I posted, and they said, "Dude, you're going to be up at you're going to be up here. You're going to be at Barstow." Yeah. And then like 6, 7 of them showed up. So I just made fun of them and just had a great time. And then they said, "Okay, because I didn't want them to go to see and I suck." And then they tell the whole freaking Amazon,
Right.
that this guy
Of
sucks
course,
ass. I'm like, I
of
don't
course.
suck. I've been doing it 9 years. I don't suck. But
Yeah.
I
so
still
had to
have
pick my
that
moment.
fear
Yeah.
of inviting, like a lot of my high school friends say, man, why don't you ever
Yeah.
invite us to a show? And it's like, because it's actually freeing for me to go on stage when nobody knows me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because if I
me
suck,
too,
I'm never
same
going to
way.
see those
It
motherfuckers
means-
again.
yeah, it
Yeah.
means
You know what I
nothing.
mean? So
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, and there's certain groups of friends that I like having in the audience, and some people that I don't want to have in the audience.
Right.
I just think like, wow, I don't want to bomb in front of my friends. In front of people that know me, because I know they're going to get in those private chats on Facebook and be like, man, I saw Sean, he sucked.
Man, he's so
he sucked. And I did it once. One guy that I've known since 7th grade showed up, and he showed up at a show at him and his wife. And I was a headliner, and it was just an awkward show. The whole thing was awkward. And I didn't have, it's spread out. I didn't have like the best of sets, right? And then, and he said, he goes, oh man, you were funny. He just told me, but I just, in my head, I'm thinking, he's just saying that. He's just saying that because
I just got off stage. I know how this went.
I wasn't as, it was not normal.
We're our own worst critics too. So if you have something like that where you feel like you didn't do your best, it's like, for me, afterwards, you're going through this constantly in your head, and so, it doesn't really matter what people say.
We have
still doing self-analysis.
Our locker room boys here, Matt and Ryan, they want to see us. But then Ryan, he goes, I know enough to go, you guys don't kill every time. He goes, my luck, I'm going to show up at the bomb show, and I just can't take myself to even having that thought of or the chance of seeing you two eat shit when I finally go see you.
Yeah.
I said, well, that's fair enough, but damn, that's a little brutal. You got to.
Yeah.
I seen you suck. You can see me suck.
Yeah.
Right.
But like I said, he knew enough going, I don't want to be, he goes, I know the show I'm going to pick is going to be an awful show, whether it's your fault or not. I don't want to see you guys in that position because I'm going to feel so bad seeing you guys up there. And I have a lot of people say, I want to go to your next show. And if you're doing a bar show, and no offense to the people who put the shows on, that's really not the one you want everyone going to, because like Sean said, it's unpredictable. If it's in a club, flappers, improv or anything like that, then you've got a chance.
Right.
Or even Legacy Room.
Yeah, there are certain venues where it's going to be more
It's a comedy show. It's a comedy event. This is what we're doing.
And
but
sometimes it turns out to be a really small
you don't
audience.
You don't want to do baseball playoffs, wing night, and then comedy in the corner with all the TVs on.
Right.
Yeah.
That's not the best way to.
Which we've all done that show. Yeah.
I mean, it's always, like you say, it's always unpredictable when you're doing a show anyway. You never know. But then a lot of times we mess up because we invite our friends and they've never been to a comedy show before. So when they get there, they're expecting like everybody to be at the same level.
Right.
And unfortunately, all the comics are not at the same level. Yeah. So you go some of the shows, right? So you go into a show and you got your friends there. And some dude's going up, and I remember specifically being at one of the clubs, the club in Claremont, and a dude went up, and I think my mom was in the audience that day before my mom passed, and this dude talked about the rivets around his bunghole. Right, he did 5 minutes on the rivets around his bunghole.
I think I was there,
and I was like, Jesus Christ! And my mom was just looking like, my mom was.
This is what you do.
She didn't know what he was talking about at first, and my sister had to whisper in his ear, talking about his asshole. She said, "What? What?" And she didn't think. She's just making faces.
Oh yeah,
you got an older audience. They scratch.
Why would you do that?
What's wrong with you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's that's the risk when you do like those pro-am shows like Flappers would do, even the Bobby shows over at the Ice House. You got some really, really green people.
Oh yeah.
And hopefully the lineup's mixed up enough to let someone eat shit a little bit because they're gonna.
Yeah.
Put someone in season and then knock it around that way. But I think I was at that show when that because I think I looked at your mom too, going, "Oh God."
But it's also like if it's not designated a clean show, you never know what you're going to get. And of course,
he goes, anything goes.
And I don't want to sound like I am old, but I'm old. But just, some of the younger comics trying to be so edgy, you get, as
you'll get a mess.
All kinds of stuff.
Because, I mean, you're 22 and you're doing comedy. Sometimes you don't have anything. You don't have that life experience.
Yeah. What are you going to talk about?
So you got everything. You got
some of it gets a little crazy.
Yeah. Not to say that. I mean, a lot of these guys are really good.
Yeah,
a lot of those guys are really good. Funny. But there's some that out there that just like.
Yeah, it's all over.
The young ones we saw out of the gate, you already knew they had some like Connor McSpad and Olivia Grace. You just knew they just had this edge. I just saw her on that comedy, the Roast Battle commercial. I saw his name credits from the Bruce Willis roast. I'm like, these these are these little people.
Yeah, they're also young. I know.
Right, but you just know that Connor had something. You knew Olivia had something.
I mean, Connor and Olivia both were doing comedy since they were 16 years old.
Exactly. We were doing the open mic at Claremont. That's 5-6 years ago, and they're babies.
Yeah.
It's like, look at this tall guy with the hair. But you knew they were different. Right. You already knew they had something that no one else was doing besides, my mom woke me up earlier, some kind of bullshit we're not going to relate to.
Yeah. No, that's why I don't want to sound like it's just young comics. I mean, some of them are super funny and you can tell they're very talented. Other people of all ages will just try to do something, that has shock value, I think.
Yeah, like the F-word guy we used to see over the open mic. My fucking mom went to my fucking room and then my fucking car and then the fucking school. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just like, all right.
Yeah.
All right. You got nothing on this, dude.
Yeah.
You got nothing.
Yeah. Well, I saw one comic not too long ago, younger guy, and every other word was the N word.
Really? Yeah.
Even better.
It just.
Good timing, dude. Way to read the country.
I just was like, really? I don't know. And
Def Jam.
Yeah.
I just thought. And most of the audience was white, and they were laughing their asses off. But I don't know. I thought,
I can't do that.
Maybe you could write a little more.
Insert offensive word here.
Your vernacular needs some help.
Just a little bit. Yeah, exactly. Get some social studies going on, some skills. See what's going on.
Yeah.
Like I said, read the country. Read a couple hashtags, will you?
Yeah, it was. I don't know. It's just a little too much.
Too much. That's how they learn, though. They're either going to do it again or we'll see them. Yeah. We won't see them again. So
you said ninja over and over again?
A ninja?
Yeah.
I remember this. Okay.
Right? It's overkill.
There's this great writer. Quick story. Trevon Free. He writes for The Daily Show. He writes for Samantha Bee now. But I knew him as we started out at open mics and everything like that. Really great guy. Well, it was a couple years after we knew each other. It was my birthday. He hit me up on Twitter. He announced on Twitter. He says, in honor of Jimmy Shaw's birthday, he says, I'm going to allow him to use the N-word for the next 5 minutes. And so I responded back. I said, Nickelback.
There you go.
That's the only N word I'm going to use there.
I did a joke about that once too because somebody had brought it up and I said my boyfriend kept using the N word. His ex's name Nancy. Because I'm
Nickelback, Nancy. We can do all that right there.
Yeah.
Look at that, guys. It's already an hour into it. It is chaoticradio.com. It is Roy and Jimmy in the morning with Donna Main, Sean Williams. It is 8:01. We're coming back at you. Give us a call at 909-360-8330. We're back after this.
Welcome to the big time. You're bound to be a star. And even if you don't go all the way, I know that you'll go far. This race is for rats who can turn you upside down. And no one you can count on in this sleazy little town. No, lots of promises in the dark. Don't you open your heart, 'cause it don't mean nothing, the words that they say. No, it don't mean nothing, these games that people play. No, it don't mean nothing, no victim, no crime. No, it don't mean nothing till you sign it on the dotted line. The director smiles as you walk in the door. He says, I love your work, babe, but you're just not what we're looking for. It's never what, but who it is you know. So easy to get stuck in all that California snow. Take a good look around and you'll find people trying to mess with your mind. But it don't mean nothing, the words that they say. No, it don't mean nothing, these games that people play. No, it don't mean nothing, no victim, no it don't mean nothing, the words that they say. No, it don't mean nothing, these games that people play. No, it don't mean nothing, no victim, no crime. No, it don't mean nothing till you sign it on the dotted line. Don't mean nothing. Don't mean nothing. Don't mean nothing. Oh no, it don't mean nothing. Mean nothing. Oh no, it don't mean nothing. Mean nothing. Nothing at all. Don't mean nothing. Don't mean nothing. Don't mean nothing.
When the normal BS just won't do. ChaoticRadio.com.
Falling in love was the last thing I had on my mind. Holding you is a warmth that I thought I could never find. Just trying to decide or stay by your side. I know I could cry, I just can't find the answers to the questions that keep going through my mind. Hey babe, isn't it time? It's your time to wait. Falling in love could be your mistake. Isn't it time? It's your time to wait. Falling in love could be your mistake. I've seen visions of someone like you in my life. A love that's strong, reaching out, holding me through the darkest night. Just trying to decide or stay by your side. I don't want to cry, I just can't find the answers to the questions that keep going through my mind. Hey babe, isn't it time? Life, it's your time to wait. Falling in love could be your mistake. Isn't it time? Life, it's your time to wait. Falling in love could be your mistake. I feel a warmth in my heart and my soul that I never knew. This love affair gives me strength that I need just to get me through. Just wondering why. I know I could cry, and everything seems alright. I finally found the answers to the questions that keep going through my mind. Hey babe, isn't it time? It's time, you don't have to wait. I know it's time. This love could be your mistake.
Chaotic Radio, because the rest is just a waste of time.
All around the world, there are people like you and me. From the poorest beggar in the streets to the richest king and queen. Some people take, and then they never give. You gotta learn to give and take if you wanna learn to live in a small world. Small, small world. Now we can fight one another like they do on TV, or we can help one another the way it's supposed to be. If we all give a little, it can really mean a lot. It's a small, small world, but it's the only one we got. Small world. Small, small world. Small world. Small, small world. It's our world. It's our world. Small world. Small, small world. Our one and only small world.
It's Roy and Jimmy in the morning. It is chaoticradio.com. It is 8:13 in the morning. We're here with Donna Main, Sean Williams, myself, Jimmy. Roy is on the road doing that schooling thing you do so well.
What's up, Brewster?
What's up, Brew? I saw a movie. It got slammed by the critics, and I actually went into it not thinking it's going to be great. It was the Ghostbusters movie with the gals.
Oh, how'd you like it?
I actually thought it was pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I was already prejudged by what everyone said.
Well,
It was.
yeah.
They said it was horrible. It was awful. It was
Yeah.
actually entertaining, and it was
Yeah.
kind of. It was a standalone. It wasn't a remake. It was just Ghostbusters, the girls.
Well, McCarthy makes me laugh.
She was so funny, but I'll tell you
Yeah.
what, Kate McKinnon
Oh,
was hilarious.
She
Really?
is funny.
Oh my
She's
God.
funny.
Just
Yeah.
funny. And Kristen Wiig,
Yeah,
all my
Kristen-
favorites right there.
they're
And
great.
Leslie Jones. I
Yeah.
don't really particularly like her as far as stand up or anything. I think she's a little too rough for my taste there, but she was great in the movie.
Yeah.
No, it was
Yeah.
it was a good flick, and like I said, everyone
She makes
slammed
me
it.
laugh too.
Yeah, it made
Yeah.
me it made me laugh, and I thought it was enjoyable, and it had cameos from everybody.
Yeah.
Bill Murray
Oh,
was in
that's
it,
cool.
and he's not. And the cameos from all the people who used to be on it. The cool thing is they didn't play themselves.
Yeah.
They didn't play Dr. Venkman.
Yeah.
They didn't play this. So they had Bill Murray was on there. Dan Aykroyd was a cab driver. Annie Potts, she played with Janine, the secretary.
Oh, yeah.
She was she worked at a hotel.
Oh,
But she
okay.
whipped out her line, Yeah, how can I help you? What do you want? They even had Harold Ramis, but it was a bust of him in one of the lobbies or something. I saw that too. I'm like, it looked like Harold Ramis.
Wow.
And then the last person on the cameo at the very end was the dude who played Winston Zeddemore.
I never saw Ghostbusters.
Was it Ernie?
Whoa, what?
I've never seen it.
The first one?
I've never seen it either.
Oh, shit, Donna.
I've never seen it.
He may have topped you with just that one movie.
I've never seen it.
Oh, damn, dude.
Well, I have kids, so I saw Ghostbusters.
No, I never saw Ghostbusters.
Oh, my God. Wow.
It just, it never seemed like
all the 80s movies you like and enjoy.
Never wanted to go see it. I never wanted to go see it.
Oh, my God.
Probably because I couldn't stand that song, Ghostbuster. Who you going to call? Ghostbuster. I hated that.
Oh, my
song.
God. No, I'm going to recommend it. You have to.
You know what? I'm going, because you did, I'm going to sit down one day.
It's got the 80s references in it, which you love. I know you love.
Yeah.
And, it's not all about the song.
I've never.
No, it's great shit, dude.
I've never seen it.
And the quotes alone on this thing.
I've never seen it.
That is a news break right there.
Yeah, I'm breaking ground here.
All right, Don, I'm going to go easy on you now because he has not
see?
seen Ghostbusters.
Donna Main has seen a movie that I haven't.
That's right.
Wow.
Probably a few.
I actually got the perfect clip for that.
I've seen some quirky ones. So
I got the perfect sound clip for this. I took this last week because I figured we're going to use it, but right now, so Sean hasn't seen.
You're talking about Ernie Hudson.
Ernie Hudson,
Hudson. I knew it was Ernie. I couldn't think of his last
name. Winston Zeddemore.
Yeah.
All right, so Sean is this is perfect. Sean has not seen Ghostbusters.
Okay.
Hey, what you say? What you say?
Remember that guy? What you say? 90 Day Fiance.
Oh yeah. Oh, hey, for the fight. For the fight.
I took her brother down.
Crazy Dominican man.
So what was the update you were telling me about that? So 90 Day Fiance.
Oh yeah, the girl from Florida, man. She's going out with this Moroccan dude, and that's a bad sign right there. Those Moroccans. They played a maraca. Those Moroccans, and she's going out with this Moroccan dude.
She moved there with her daughter.
Yeah, to marry this guy, and then they had to cancel the wedding once. They set the wedding up to do again. And then the Moroccan guy says, you know what? I'd rather take the money that you've saved, the $6,000, and let's put that towards a makeup store here in Morocco because the women don't wear makeup, but we'll sell a lot of makeup. So, and she's like, well, can I see the story? He goes, I don't want you to see it until it's done. That's that's equivalent to the old, I have a girlfriend in Montana.
Yeah. She's not from around
here. She's not from around here. She's fine though. You wouldn't like her when you see her. You wouldn't like her when you see her. She's coming. She's coming here. But anyway, yeah, it's and she's defending this guy to the hilt. The girl's mom came and was telling her, "No, this dude's playing you." She's like, "No."
Oh, mom was on him right from the go.
Mom was on him, and everybody knows. And she gave him $6,000 and told the mom, "Can I see the picture?" Mom said, "Can I see at least the pictures?" They go, "Oh, I think I deleted them." Okay, so he goes, I don't want you to see the story until it's absolutely done, and then you can see it. And she's like, all right.
Oh, my God. Damn.
As Jimmy would say, oh, God.
Wow. It's like you just get together some of the stupidest people and you make a reality show. That's right. We laugh at other people's ignorance.
That's right. I mean, but nowadays just getting on TV, I guess, is the thing.
Well, hey, perfect example, the Kardashians. I mean, where's
billionaires?
The epitome of ignorant.
Mama worked that one well.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, she killed that one there.
Yeah.
Did I give you a list?
You did.
I did. We got to take care of our
top secret list here.
Our celebrity birthdays for July 30th.
Ooh, July 30th. All right. Today, you know her, you love her from Friends, actress Lisa Kudrow.
Phoebe.
She, smelly cat. She's 55. 55 today.
She's older than me.
She's 5 years older than me.
Yeah.
She's a member of our club.
Yes, she is.
That's good to hear. I like
love
that.
her. She's great. She's good. And actor Terry Crews. I like him too. He's been in the news lately.
Yes, he has.
Porn addiction.
Was that? Oh.
He had a porn addiction. You guys didn't know that?
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, his news
he
was
he was in the news because he went for sexual.
He was sexually harassed in
assault
the
or harassment
movie business.
by some dude. Did
Oh,
you
wow.
not hear that? Because he
He got that whole "you'll never work in this town again unless he performs some favors."
So here's the thing.
This big son of a bitch.
I know, and I've seen him before because my son used to do background work on Everybody Hates Chris. So yeah,
That's right. He was the dad.
He's an awesome guy. Yeah, good looking dude, and he was in the news because he was at some party, and some guy, some agent or something, came up to him and like grabbed his crotch right in front of Terry Crews' wife.
Wow.
Yeah, and I mean he's a muscular dude, and so with all the Me Too stuff, he came out and told the story and brought it out into the open. And
wow.
Yeah.
He did that.
Yeah.
He did that
You have to
in
be
front
a
of
pretty
like.
bold guy to grab the crotch of that guy.
Could you imagine the knee-jerk reaction on that one? To
break his neck,
So
man.
this was in public at a party, and I guess his wife was standing right there, and he came up and said some
inappropriate,
some sleazy thing to him,
Wow.
and grabbed him.
That's
Yes.
ballsy right there. That is ballsy.
Come to my casting couch.
Yeah.
He says
And
no.
I'm wondering,
What you say?
I'm wondering though if it was like a really hot woman, if he would have had the same reaction.
His wife may have had a different reaction.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, Jesus,
Yeah,
wife
yeah.
man.
Damn.
God.
That would be a whole different dynamic right
What's
there.
the Demi Moore movie? What she did with Woody Harrelson?
Oh,
Where,
with the Robert Redford. That's right, with the $1 million.
Yeah, so that was just the reverse. So she's
Yeah, what was that movie called? It was The Proposition or some kind
Let me look
of
that
something
up.
like that.
Yeah, I
Like-
got to look that up.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah. I know what you're
That's
talking
actually a
about.
pretty good movie.
Yeah. So anyway, Terry Crews, I like him.
How old is he?
50. Did I not say his age?
No, you didn't say his age. You told me about him getting groped,
all that.
but you didn't tell me how old he was.
Okay. He's 50.
Okay.
And he's a pretty good looking 50. Yeah.
Indecent proposal.
Indecent proposal.
There it is.
That was it.
That was the indecent proposal.
Yeah,
Terry Crews.
yeah.
And that's one of those movies you watch going, yeah, no problem, I'd do it. And then you see how deep that shit got afterwards. Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
Well, $1 million ain't that much nowadays. Had to be.
No.
That was
Back in the 90s, it was a lot.
It was a lot of money.
It was a lot, yeah. So, yeah, I think with Terry Crews, I think this guy was an agent or he worked at the agency that represented
Yeah, he was in a
Terry,
high-power
and
position.
so then
Yeah, for
he,
sure.
like,
This wasn't the gaffer going, hey, let me have a piece of your ass.
Yeah,
You can hold
so-
the microphone for me. No.
Yeah. So I think he got a new agent or something.
I wonder if that guy was a top or a bottom. Because he was a bottom.
Terry Crews, you
he's
better
gonna
go
get
top on
split
this shit.
apart.
He's gonna hurt his ass.
Oh my God. That's a, yeah. Wow.
Oh, some stitches are going on there.
Wishbone.
Talking about them. Talking about rivets. God damn.
Rivets, yeah. Rivets.
God damn.
Oh, man. Is that like the rings in a tree? You can tell how old you are.
Dude, like I bit off more than I can chew.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Wow. There's a whole different image there. A whole different visual. Okay. And then also today, actress Hilary Swank.
Hilary Swank? Yeah.
$1 Million Baby.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah?
Makes me cry every time.
I haven't seen that
Okay,
one.
guys. Oh, you didn't see that one?
I haven't seen $1 Million Baby.
Oh,
No.
see, I saw that one.
Look at her.
Wow.
Look at that.
She's beating us both today.
So we basically have a 2-to-1 on movie ratio. That it just
see?
rotates around.
Excuse me. I'm
So
redeeming.
me and Sean will see what you haven't saw. You two see what I haven't saw.
redeeming myself today.
Yeah,
okay?
I gotta take it easy on
yeah. See, and Hillary, Little skinny Hillary, she was badass in that movie.
Yes,
right?
she was.
Didn't she pretend to be a boy or something in that movie?
No, that was a different movie.
No.
That was a different movie.
That was Big Boys Don't Cry.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah, based in Nebraska, true story. It's all that one.
$1 Million Baby's a
she's-
boxing movie?
Yeah, she's
Okay.
she's a female boxer with Clint Eastwood.
Clint
Very good
Eastwood,
movie.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Morgan Freeman.
Yeah. So guess how, okay, what do you think? How old do you think she is?
I say Hilary Swank is 36.
I wrote that. I know how.
Oh, you know.
Yeah, I know how she is.
Donna Mae's looking at Jimmy like, go ahead. Go ahead, try to guess.
I bet I can nail it. I bet I can nail
I
it.
forgot you wrote this. Oh my God, it's Monday. She's 44 today, Sean.
Wow.
Yeah,
I did not
yeah,
realize
you-
that.
You know
Now,
what that means? How many years has it been since that movie came out? That
At
means
least 10, 12 years, right?
10 years.
See, like the last 10 years for us is like a blur.
Yeah,
so
Roy.
Wow.
We don't like to think we're
Roy
10
guessed
years
37.
older.
Yeah, Roy guessed 37 on that one. Yeah.
Okay, so you know who I get her confused with?
Who?
Jennifer Gardner.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly. I don't know why, but do they look? Am I not? the
Yeah,
only
no,
one
as soon as you
that
said she looks like someone, I got the perfect,
You know
it's the
what?
jaw. It's that square jaw.
It's a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
I always thought Jennifer Garner was prettier. She's a lot prettier, I think.
Well, yeah,
But-
yeah. Between the two, I
but-
would say Jennifer's
because
a little more prettier, but they
But,
both have
yeah,
that strong jaw feature. Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Now, as soon as you said it, then I never
Yeah.
thought about it until Sean said that. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Okay. All right, and one more celebrity birthday today. Actress Vivica A. Fox.
Yes. Nice.
50 Cent's ex.
Is she? Okay.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. And she
Okay.
had plastic surgery she didn't need. I was like, oh. So she
you
did that.
know
I'm
what?
like,
You know, it's like
you're just, she's tall, beautiful, and then she did that, and you're just
Yeah.
like, and now you look at her going, there's something off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to see a
Very
picture
good-looking
because I know
Yeah.
she is a good-looking lady. I think it's just mental when you're in Hollywood and you get to 50, you think you got to do shit, you know, right?
I guess it's like an actor's law. Well, I'm 50 now. Let's get some shit done.
The pressure on them has got to be, especially
Well,
on females in Hollywood. They turn 50 and or to start getting older, and there's always
Yeah.
a younger version of them coming out.
Yeah, and they don't.
keep
And
up.
if you're not Meryl
But-
Streep, you're not getting those roles.
Yeah.
But I mean, really, some of them do age better than others. You know,
If
There's
they
some
let themselves age, absolutely, yeah.
But I mean, even if you get the plastic surgery, you're not going to get those roles that are going to go to the 20
Well,
something.
yeah, but it's
so
like
who
your
are
time.
who are
Your
you
time
kidding?
is
Who are you
your time is
kidding?
limited, so that's they have to do what they got to do.
Well, Vivica is 54 today.
Nice.
So
Hey, she's a little
happy
old.
birthday.
She got 6 months on me.
Got 4 years on me. Go
birthday.
ahead.
Ariana guessed 56. You were so close, Ariana.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
close. Excellent.
Yeah. So that's it for our celebrity
That's it
birthdays.
for our celebrity
July 30th.
Excellent.
Hey.
We'll do a quick little rundown of the box office.
Oh, yeah.
The weekend was pretty busy. Let's see here. We had, oh boy, that's a lot of movies right there. We'll do the top 10 on this one. Number 10 coming in with 3.5 million. That's not a lot. Unfriended, the dark web. Anyone hear of that one?
Yeah.
I have not heard of that one. After finding a laptop, a young man goes online to play a game with 5 of his good friends. He shows them a mysterious folder that plays disturbing videos of people who appear to be in danger. Okay, it's one of those.
Yeah.
And then they get caught up in
So-
blah, blah, the police.
Some high school kid wrote the script.
Yeah, exactly. Number 9, The First Purge. Still at it with 4.98 million. Number 8, Teen Titans Go to the Movies. So that's the Teen Titans. It's a cartoon. And now it's their version. It's kind of like the Lego movie. They just move on. Bunch of wisecracking adult humor here and there. They're all just trying to be the same now.
Ain't gonna see that.
Yeah, it's nothing for me. Number 7, the Rock in Skyscraper, 10.96 million. I believe that's a big fall. It came out, I believe, last weekend or weekend before.
I like to kick his ass.
You would like the fantasy round, celebrity death match.
I like to beat his ass.
I could take him. Yeah, and that one there, I don't want to see that at all. It's like it reminds me of Die Hard and Towering Inferno, and
He's the new Rocky, man. He's always plays the underdog and always wins.
Yeah,
And he looks good while doing it.
He
you
does
know,
look
you
good
gotta-
at it,
you
and
gotta
I
say.
do enjoy The Rock. But
Yeah,
that movie to me is just I'm going to keep thinking of Die Hard, Towering Inferno. It's like, come on, think of something else for these people. But he's this big. He's like Terry Crews. How many things can you put him in that's going to be
plausible.
You let me kick his ass on film, and
You
that'll
take him
sell
down a
out.
notch?
Let me do it.
Sean will show us right there.
Do it. Stand up, you fuck.
Stand up, you fuck. I gotta pull that clip. That's awesome. Number 6, Jurassic World: The Fallen Kingdom. It's 11.1 million. Number 5, The Incredibles 2 at 11.52 million. Number 4 is still in the top 10. Ant-Man and the Wasp. They pulled a 16 million. I enjoyed that one, so they're still doing good. Number 3, Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. Yeah. I don't think Meryl Streep's not in this one, is she?
She is in it.
Is she?
But I think maybe it's flashbacks or something.
Gotcha, because she's not the star. Because I think they're pushing Cher.
It's just
They're pushing Cher as the star on this one.
It's. I mean, I don't know the whole story, but it's interesting because they have Meryl Streep always playing like she's in her 40s,
right?
And
she can pull it off.
She's Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep. It's dramatic acting.
Makeup artist Jimmy can do
Insane.
anything.
Oh yeah, makeup. I can look 20.
The deal is
dye my
that
hair and shave this beard off. I'll be 20 years old, no problem.
So they have Cher playing her mom, the grandma, and you know what their age difference is in real life?
It's got to be like 2-3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
Cher's got to be 112.
They said
well preserved.
That's what I thought, but they said Cher is 72 and Meryl is 69.
Really?
Well, that's Hollywood magic for you.
Yeah.
Number 2, our boy Denzel, The Equalizer 2.
It dropped to number 2 this year.
Number 2 at 35. Actually, 36 million. That's not too bad.
Good.
Now, I never saw the first one. Have you seen it?
Yes.
Equalizer. Do you recommend that?
Yes.
Well, it's Denzel.
Yes.
You got to watch it. It's
good.
Yeah.
I have not seen a Denzel movie I did not enjoy.
Action packed. It's gonna hurt a lot of people. It's gonna be good. It's good.
That's Denzel because he's oh god, I can't even think of this movie that I loved him in, and it wasn't one of his best box office ones, but I'll watch it any time. Where he goes back in time. I'll look up the name of it. It's perfect. And number 1, opening weekend, Mission Impossible, Fallout, Tom Cruise, and all the gang opens up with 62 million.
Wow.
That looks like there's one scene that they show in the clips
Yeah.
of it where he gets he's driving a motorcycle and he hits the car and flies
And
over the thing.
yes.
That looks like incredibly
And that looks like one of the movies that it doesn't matter. It's just it's going to be so action packed.
Yeah.
'Cause I saw the first 2 and it was okay. I didn't see the third one, but I stumbled across I think the 4th one, Mission Impossible, and it was actually really entertaining. So I'd watch this one. I'd go see it.
You know, dude is in his 60s.
Who?
Tom Cruise?
Isn't he like 61?
No, I think he's in his 50s. I was just looking.
Still.
The Rock is 46, by the way. I was just looking.
Damn. Kick his ass. Telling you. Give me one shot.
Yeah, that ugly guy, The Rock.
Stand up.
Well, look up that movie here. It's Denzel and Val Kilmer, Deja Vu. It's a great flick.
Yeah.
Set in Louisiana.
Okay.
It's a great movie. So that's a little Jimmy top 10 right there.
Tom Cruise is 56.
Oh, I
Okay.
thought okay.
All right.
Yeah,
He's still older than us.
Still older than us, but he's jumping out of planes. And did you see that Jay Cornyn or the Cornyn clip where he took him up and
he made the little fat guy jump.
Yeah, made him jump out of a plane. It's a great clip.
Huh.
Let me see that.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's very funny. James Corden.
James Corden. I'm not a fan of Tom Cruise. I don't know.
Well, since he jumped up on the couch and
I think,
got all crazy.
That Scientology stuff.
Yeah,
is
that
like,
freaks me out.
It kind of kills a. Yeah,
He probably.
I never thought he was like super hot or anything. He was, he started out like a kid, and then I don't know.
Fall for the cruise spell.
But I think he's had some work done on his face too. But,
Risky business. Sometimes you just gotta say,
What the fuck, Joel?
It's
Yeah, that's not a very believable movie, but it's entertaining.
Oh man, some of the stuff in there is great.
entertaining.
And that guy that says that line, is like in a lot of the '80s movies.
He's the one in Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah,
we have Bush.
Yeah,
Booger.
Don, see, now we're in movies that Donna's never seen.
Yeah,
no, there's no way she's seen Better Off Dead or anything like that.
I saw Risky Business. I don't think I saw any of the nerd movies.
Did you dance in your underwear after Risky Business?
What's that?
Did it make you feel like listening to Bob Seger and dance in your underwear?
Not really. Not a big Bob Seger fan.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Tom Cruise, Bob Seger.
Communist.
Underwear,
Sorry.
everything's off the table for Donna Mae.
Wow.
She's like, no, that's cool.
There's other things. Yeah, I mean, it was fun. It was an entertaining movie. No, I liked other stuff. Not as much Bob Seger, but that's okay.
I'm watching
Yeah.
Tom Cruise. So he made James Corden jump out tandem. The badass part is Tom Cruise jumped out all by himself.
Yeah, he's badass.
Wow.
But he's got the Scientology people protecting him when he's coming down.
He's showing off all by himself, just floating in the air. James Corden's got a dude on him. He's still crying.
Oh, wow.
That's something on my bucket list, and it is because I am deathly afraid of heights.
Yeah.
I want to do it once,
and
man.
Then this I would do. I don't know when. I got to hurry this up.
But I'm not doing it unless somebody's strapped to me.
Oh yeah, no,
because I know then because if you can do it by yourself the first time,
Yeah.
but they packed a parachute for you.
Yeah.
So I'm not trusting another dude.
And
to pack
back
my
when I
parachute.
wanted to do this, they weren't
Yeah.
doing any of this tandem shit. You would have to go by yourself. You know,
Right.
pull this, pull that, A, B, C.
Nah, I'm not gonna.
Cross your fingers. But the tandem thing, I would totally have the confidence to do that. Say, well, if it happens, we're going to be on the news. This dude's going with me.
Yeah, he's going to
And-
protect himself.
Yeah.
So, you know, I was like,
So I'll definitely make some headlines if I crash into the ground and it'll be this guy's fault.
Well, when I was young, I was a little more adventurous. I was contemplating jumping out of a plane, and I did go to Elsinore one time, and I went up with a group of people that were jumping, some of them for the first time.
Just to observe?
Well, I went up with them, and you know, because you have to take a class before you do it.
Right.
And so some of the people I knew were jumping for the first time.
Did you take the
some
class?
of them, no, I did not.
Okay.
But I went up in the plane with them. And when you go up in the plane with them, you have to wear a chute because the side of the plane is open.
Oh, gotcha.
And
so little insurance
So
there.
they put that chute on you, and they tell you, you know, if by chance you start to get sucked out the side of the plane, pull this cord. So you get a mini lesson because there is always a chance that you might have to, if you get sucked out, you got to pull that.
Just in case you get sucked
You gotta
out.
open that parachute.
Those instructions I've never
I don't
gotten.
think I would have
Yes,
got.
yes.
I don't think I would have went up without
See,
the full training.
I went up as an observer. I stayed away from the opening in the plane.
Just in case you get sucked out.
But they tell you that if something happens and then you got to know how to open the
Now,
chute.
see, my thing would be is I wouldn't be in the plane as an observer. I would be,
Yeah.
if I was jumping, I'd go in the plane. That's me. I'm not saying it's bad that you did
I
that.
was young and I was thinking about doing it. And when I went out there and checked it all out, and I went out with these people, and they said like somebody the week before had landed wrong and broke their back and was paralyzed. And then Those
are good ones right
in
there, yeah.
the plane that I was in, there was one girl who landed wrong and like sprained her ankle or whatever. And so it's like, you just never know.
Very motivating.
And you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to be willing to accept the fact that injuries occur all the time, even if you're an experienced jumper.
Oh, yeah, but you see them
Yeah.
come in just so smooth. They're pulling those two.
Oh yeah,
and you
I
just
mean, it
skip along.
looks fun.
land
and,
like a bird coming down. Just
you know.
boom,
But
boom,
I mean,
boom.
it's one of those things where you have to weigh the risk. You know.
That's probably why I
And
haven't done it
so
yet.
when
Because
you
I've
know,
had
so-
this on my bucket list probably
Yeah,
since
so
in my 20s.
I had the experience of going up there and watching the people, and some of them, you know, when they landed, they're like, "Oh, that was awesome," and some of them were like, "Ouch."
Did you see anybody like chicken out at the last minute?
I don't think so.
Last minute
I
they're
don't
grabbing the
think
doors
so.
like,
no, I don't think in that group anybody did that.
No.
But
See, the bad part, I understand why you went up there to observe, check it
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
The bad part is you had to wear the parachute,
Yep.
and the worst part would be if you had to use it and you didn't know how, you know what I mean?
Oh, you bet I know it. You know, that cord is right
Right,
there.
but you didn't go up to jump, you ended up jumping.
Yeah, but,
That'd be even more shittier.
But that's
Yeah.
and then like you said, somebody else packed your chute. So
Yeah.
there's those kinds of mishaps.
Well, see,
also.
Sean's kind of broken himself into it. He did the hot air balloon thing, so you've already got the altitude thing going
Yeah.
on.
I did a bungee jump.
Yeah.
And that was
what?
Yeah, I did a bungee jump.
Oh,
Wow.
you are doing white shit. Oh my god!
I did a bungee jump, and that was. I mean, it wasn't. It was high, but it wasn't that bad. You know.
Read the YouTube.
I did a bungee jump.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Ariana just called her things Donna Downer. Wah wah.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, that's. I don't. Yeah, I don't get it.
And what did that feel like? Were you scared, like out of your mind?
The bungee jump.
Yeah.
It felt weird going down.
Right.
You know, but my fear was going down. Like, what if this rope was too long? You know what I mean? Like, what if this? Yeah, that's it. Like,
what did you jump off of?
It was just a little thing. It wasn't that.
So
it wasn't like a bridge.
Now, how do they wheel you back in? Okay, so you bounce, you go up and down a few times.
They let you off down.
Oh, so they grab you at the bottom.
Yeah, they let you at the bottom and they let you go.
Oh, okay,
you know?
gotcha.
So
was this like at the fair or something?
Yeah, it was just that. It was just
like
off.
How did they put you? Like a big.
It was off the 215 there.
Off the 215 freeway. You
Yeah,
jumped?
they used to have a bungee jump thing over.
Oh,
there.
really? So,
yeah.
But how does that feel? Because when you jump off, then
First
you
it was
get
like,
kind of yanked, like a jolt to your body, and then you're bouncing up and down.
Yeah, you're like you're sitting there, you're looking at the ground, and it's like, okay, I just closed my eyes and was like, all right, let's go. And I jumped.
Oh, yeah, I don't like heights.
The guy I was with, because me and the dude from work went, and that dude. He rolled off like handyman or something. He was like, and I'm like, yo, if I'm going to do it right. And I just took a swan dive, and I just went, and then I was on the way down. I was like, oh, come on, rope. Don't let me down. And then it bounced me up, and that's when I felt good. The first bounce, but when I did the swan, I was like, come on, this thing better.
You got that feeling like weightlessness or just those
you're
weird
just,
moments.
Just going, man. You're just going down. The weightlessness was on the hot air balloon ride because that you felt like there was nothing. It was just you were just going with the wind.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it's not really fun.
No,
it's not fun because you realize there's no instrumentation.
Well, that's true.
So you start, your mind, at least my mind starts working like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
You're going to go whatever way the wind pulls
exactly.
you. So,
and then when we went through a cloud, I mean, you normally go through the clouds when you're in a plane,
on the airplane,
right?
yes.
But I'm breathing in the cloud. You know what I mean? We went right through the middle of a cloud, and I was like, oh, fuck me. Right? And we went right through the middle, and we sat. He goes, I'm just going to sit right here. And he sat on top of the cloud, and we're sitting there watching the sun. And everybody's just having a great time, and I'm freaking the hell out.
See, to me, that is an element of uncontrollableness. You got the torch keeping you up. You got no instrumentation, like you said.
Nothing.
And you got this guy, your hope has any kind of experience.
And we're on top of all the clouds, right? So you got that, you fly, when you're in a plane, you fly through and you go through that cloud and all the clouds and you see the sun on top of the clouds and everything. That's where we were at. We're just sitting there. And I'm thinking, how do we know a plane's not going to come through this cloud now and just knock us all
and
out,
it could be
right?
the tiniest little plane.
It could be a little Cessna, right?
Little pea shooter coming
and we're
through.
all dead. And I'm thinking, how do we know? He doesn't know. He has no idea when a plane's going to come this way.
You're just trusting some guy.
Yeah, and he's cracking open champagne.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
He's got his if you're going to die.
He's got his leg dangling out of the basket. One leg is dangling out of the basket on this guy, right?
God.
And then he's reaching down, he's grabbing the champagne. He goes, come on, everybody, let's have some champagne. And everybody's drinking. And I probably should have drank a bunch just to calm my nerves. But I wasn't having it. I was like, I'm being sober. No, somebody's got to fly this bitch. Just when he passes out from dying, I'm holding on. It was
my mom asking, was there drinking involved? The passengers
everybody else were drinking.
And then Roy said, video or doesn't have. Do you have video of it?
No, I do not have.
None of you guys videoed it?
They probably did. I was holding on. I held on to the bars this thing the whole time. I knuckle gripped it, man.
Right.
I was holding on.
I can only assume like the basket rail came up to my belt, and that wouldn't be enough.
And I was
that would not be enough for me to grip.
I had a comfortable position, man, and the dude's like I said, it was so much that the guy was like, "Why are you holding on?" And I was like, "Because when this thing goes down, I'm gonna be the one that survives.
I'm gonna brace."
I got a strong grip, dude. It may not look like it, but I got a strong grip, man.
My height thing is, I think I've already said it, it's like from the ground to 2 stories, I'm good. In an airplane, I'm good. It's that
Yeah.
in between I can't do real good. In fact, years and years ago, me and my buddy John went to Knott's Berry Farm, and they had that thing that goes up.
And you just drop.
And then you'd slowly drop there. Well, we were going up, and I'm being a big boy because,
Yeah.
I must have been 20 or something. Like, yeah, we got this. So me and John and his
Couple
niece and
years
nephew,
ago.
yeah, just a couple years ago, we're going up, and the higher we got, and the more I could see over the horizon, and I just put my hand next to his and just kind of bumped it, like, just he looked at me, I just fucking grab it, dude.
Hold me.
Just fucking grab it. Grab my fucking hand, dude. Because I had my hand on the other rail here, and it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. So I known you since first grade. So if I can't ask you, I can't ask anybody.
Oh, gosh.
Just grab my freaking hand. I don't even care if it's the pinky. Just grab it. So he's a good friend. He grabbed it.
Yeah.
And didn't let the niece and nephew see this. I said, man, I'm going to freak out right now, dude.
Gosh.
Heights can turn you gay.
Oh,
I love to see him and his friend walk across the Golden Gate Bridge holding hands. Hold me, dude.
I had moments with
This is scary.
Like a year and a half ago, I went to San Francisco and I finally walked on the Golden Gate Bridge. And Ariana, to tell you, there was a couple moments I couldn't look over the rail.
I got about maybe 50 yards out on it. I turned around and went back.
I made it
said,
to the first tower, I guess you call it. I
Yeah.
made it to there, and there's places where you look out. There's the ocean, and I'm like, I can put my hand on it, but I can't look over.
Yeah.
For some reason, I feel like I'm going to fall over. But the areas I could get to the rail are the ones that had the second level underneath it, and then I was safe going, well, I got a spot to fall to.
What else is freaky is we went over the Golden Gate in a bus, and the fog was so thick.
Oh, God, no.
You can't even see where you are. You can't tell. You're on a bridge. You can't tell where the water is. You
That
can't
thick.
see anything. Yeah, that was and I'm like, this guy's driving this bus and you can't see shit.
Yeah. We took the train. I took my wife on a surprise trip to San Francisco for the first time. And we took the train all the way up. And you have to, when you take the train up, they let you off in Oakland. You have to take the bus to, and this guy that drove the bus, we're in this big bus. We're driving across the Bay Bridge?
There's
connects Oakland to
Oakland Bay Bridge.
the one that collapsed in the 80s.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So we're driving across that bridge, and this guy is we're in a big Greyhound bus, and this dude is texting, and
shit.
he was doing all this stuff, man, while
my
driving.
God.
Freak us the hell out.
Yeah.
And we got out. By the time we got there to where Fisherman's Wharf, they let us out at like 2:00 in the morning. And I'm freaking out because I'm used to like Southern California, LA, right? And I'm thinking, oh God, we're gonna get killed out here. It's 2:00 in the morning. We're out here with all these bags and stuff.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get murdered. So we got a cab, and the cab goes. I said, yeah, we're going to the Ramada Inn, Fisherman's Wharf, and he goes, you sure you don't want to walk? And I was like, hell no, man. It's 2:00 in the morning. We don't want to walk, right? You gonna take us or what? I thought this dude was being racist. And then we got in the car and we literally drove like not even 10 yards.
It's like right there around the corner.
Not even 10 yards we drove, right? And I was like, okay, all right. I guess he wasn't racist. He's trying to save us some money.
It's like
we were right there.
Ariana mentioned the Bay Bridge. That was a scary bridge to cross. Fog or no fog. That one, the double decker.
Yeah, that's the one that we were on.
Yeah.
That's the one that got collapsed in the 80s.
Yes, that one there. Yeah. That was a scary bridge to cross because it just felt old. Yeah.
And you know, it took them 6 months to put that thing back up. They didn't build it right. It took them 2 years to build it the first time. Half the thing collapses and they have it back up in 6 months. They didn't build it right.
I've been on the new one though. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah?
Yeah, the upgraded version they built right next to it. That thing's pretty badass.
I haven't been there in a long time. Last time I was there, I almost got into a fight with a homeless dude because we was in Chinatown and he was going up to everybody and telling everybody he needed a down payment on a cheeseburger. Could help him out. All right, and I was like, and he said that, and something about it just pissed me off, right? Dude was healthy, but he kept going to say, please, I need a down payment on a cheeseburger. Can you help me out? He's asking everybody.
Like his comedy show?
No, I didn't like it. So the next time I heard him say it, I said, they just gave you a down payment on a cheeseburger back. Don't give him nothing. And that dude was like, fuck you. And he started following us around. I told Robin, I'm gonna beat this homeless dude.
I'm gonna beat him.
There's
I'm gonna catch a case.
Shot to be viral beating up a homeless dude.
I'm gonna catch a case.
Yeah, there's a lot of issues up there with the
Here's
homeless people.
Roy popping
yeah.
in. The train ride to Oakland was scary enough. Yeah, when Bart goes from Oakland to San Francisco, goes underwater.
I've done that. Yeah.
That is just Hail Mary. It's just like you hope we make it out of this thing.
Yeah.
It's just.
And then Ari said, the new part of the bridge is half as new. They still have the old part on the other half coming in. Yeah, the part coming into the city is still the old version. So
yeah, and I don't know. Have you ever read up on like the Golden Gate? Mm-hmm. How many people died building that thing?
Oh yeah,
dudes just. They didn't have like straps or anything to hold them on.
Oh my god!
They'd be at the very top, just falling.
It was
off.
like what in the 1920s they built this. Yeah, so they didn't have all those harnesses or even they put a rope on somebody, but it was like
it wasn't connected to nothing.
This made you feel good. You feel confident. Yeah, I'm gonna ride this around here.
Yeah, this is safe.
Like a cartoon, you just see it
you see
unwinding.
her winding down and flying off
Do a
into the
wily
bridge.
coyote into the ocean.
And they didn't even fish him out. They just like, we got another job opening. Just the 20. Somebody else is lined up, ready to take his place.
He gone.
George won't be here tomorrow.
George won't be anywhere tomorrow. But the Golden Gate, I read up on the history of it because I get into those kicks. So when I was walking it, I look up more of it, and it takes. I remember Hugh Hauser had a great thing on the Golden Gate Bridge when he did his, California's Gold.
California Gold,
it takes a full year to paint the whole thing, so they're always painting it. So from one end to the other, it takes 1 year.
Wow!
And obviously the cycle just starts over again. But then he took the elevator all the way to the top, and man. Just my fear of heights transferred just through the little TV. And this was back when we had tube TVs. This wasn't these big screen bastards. Take that big breath going, oh, God, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it. You couldn't pay me enough.
Could you imagine these guys that have to, because when they paint it, they climb the side of it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're out of the side of it. They paint the thing. I couldn't imagine being one of those guys with that job. And I asked I asked the guy that does
you better pay them
did the old telephone work
money.
where he would go with the the spikes on the side of their boots.
Oh, yeah, for the
climb
poles,
climb the old telephone poles and go all the way up to the top and stuff. And I used to ask him, I said, aren't you scared? He's like, no, after about 2 or 3 times you get used to it. I'm like, yeah, you lost
I couldn't do it.
Sure.
Because every year when I put Christmas lights up on my house, I always shit a brick on the big peak. Yeah. And that was a good 5 years. So no, it didn't get better for me at all.
Yeah, no man. I'm not digging it, dude.
No.
What's the scariest thing you would do today, Nana?
The scariest thing I would do today,
or not do.
Man.
Yeah, where's your limit? Where's your line right now?
I think my wild and crazy days are over, and then once you have kids, you just you get this sense of your own mortality.
Now, with your kids grown, do you feel like you're free? You can do all this crazy shit now.
I'm still not going to do stuff where I might die because I don't. I want to be around.
Well, like a zip line looks like it's fun, but I don't know if I'd do it.
Yeah, I haven't done the zip line.
Would you do a zip line? Would you and Rob do it?
Probably depending on where it is. I mean, like
how far of a gap it is.
I might do a zip line. What have I done? I've done some of those crazy things in Mexico in the past.
I think we got.
And that's probably the worst place to do it because there's like no safety,
we got a caller?
regulations
I think so.
at all.
You are on with Roy and Jimmy.
Hello.
Okay, you guys can see this, right?
Yeah.
We're connected. We're
Who
on.
is it?
Say something.
There we go. We got you? Oh, no.
Hello.
These things are working so good, too.
Hello, telephone.
Hello, telephone.
Let's just...
Ain't nobody
All
there.
right, see ya.
Oh,
let's just go ahead and
technology.
Put that person's phone number out. And call
I think that's right. Here we go. Here we go. That better? Okay.
Hello, Leaf Blower Monday.
It's Leaf Blower Monday. That's right. Well, isn't that? Click the drop
See that?
caller.
Those callers that call in and don't say anything. It just make my day less pissy.
Yeah. Less pissy.
Was there any heavy breathing on that?
I don't even have the breathing. Look at that.
Oh.
See that?
Nothing.
Look at that.
Nothing.
Dead air.
We have the dead air right there. Well,
wow.
Sorry, buddy.
I wouldn't do anything dangerous in another country, though. Because, like, you do something dangerous in Mexico.
They got to ship your body out and everything.
Well, like, and many years ago, like, I went to one of the places, Chichen Itza with the pyramids, and back in those days, they used to let you climb the pyramids. They don't let you climb it anymore because they finally realized that the damn thing's getting eroded from people climbing.
See, there's the safety things we don't have.
Yeah. No, in Mexico, there's no safety regulations.
No.
So I don't think I'd do anything there anymore.
I had I rode we went to Cabo, and I think I did the jet ski, and they didn't have a life vest that would fit me. Right, so I had this too small life vest on, and I had already had like probably about 4 or 5 Coronas, and I don't know, the drinks down there are much stronger. I shouldn't have been on this jet ski.
Yeah.
But
Just
my
picture
wife,
you on the jet
my
ski.
wife was like, "Oh, you ain't gonna ride that jet ski." And I was like, "I'm gonna ride this damn jet ski. You can't ride that jet ski. I'm gonna ride this damn jet ski."
That was a challenge.
I
right
waddled
there.
out into the water, man. They like 7 Mexicans had to help me get up on this damn thing. I was like, man, I shouldn't be doing this, right? They lifted me up to get me on this jet ski.
Oh God!
And I'm riding it, man. And I went out, and then I'm like, there's a cruise boat out there. I should ride out and see if I can ride around it, because all these guys on the jet ski are riding around. I got way out there, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, I'm gonna drown in
far did you
Mexico.
go? Just kind of doing
Man,
a quick
I was gonna,
U-turn.
I turned around, man. I started coming back, and it felt like I was flying, right? And I got back on the shore, and the same 7 Mexicans came out and helped me off this thing. They helped me up. It's underlay. They just helped me off of it, right? And I got back on. I told my wife, I said, "Did you see me? See how fast I was going?" She said, "You was going like 5 miles an hour." He said, she goes, "Those same 7 Mexicans was laughing at you." I was like, it felt like I was going fast.
Okay,
man.
so Negro is killing it out there.
Oh my God, look at this guy. They were laughing at me, she said. I was like, all right.
All right, thanks, honey. I appreciate
But
it.
I told you I was going to do it, though. I told you I was going to do it.
I could have done without that post letting me know how they were doing on shore while I was doing this.
Yeah,
All
I
that-
gotta tell you, it felt like I was flying, man. Like if I had hair, it would have been waving in the wind. It would have just been flowing in the wind. That's how fast I was going,
Flowing through
man.
the fro right
It was out there. I'm thinking, man, this is.
Yeah, I did
I
jet
could have
skis a couple
drowned out
times
there.
down there.
Oh my God! I just looked at the time. It is
I know.
8:56.
Wow.
We got to wrap
What
this
the
baby up.
heck?
We are done already. All right. Well, big shout out to Roy for stopping in this morning. This has been Roy and Jimmy in the morning. ChaoticRadio.com. Donna Main, Sean Williams. Thanks for coming in again, buddy.
Thank you
I am
guys
Jimmy
for
Shaw.
having me.
We'll be back tomorrow morning right here at ChaoticRadio.com, 7 to 9 live. Definitely tune in there and stay tuned tonight for the Zig Zone Live, 7 to 9 p.m.
All
right here on ChaoticRadio.com. We will talk to you in the morning, and as Roy would say, hit 'em, baby.
Oh, fellas.
I've been going through. Well, I try to forget you, girl, but it's just so hard to do.